Okay, see how I did that up here, list and then awards? I'm going to click list awards. I'm going to click AOS. I'm going to select AOS. And I'm going to select, I'm going to say from 101.19 to 12/31/19. And I am going to click on a breeding group, Callias, okay? And I'm going to list them. All right, so I'm going to list all the awards, and I could have said I only want to see flower quality awards, or I only want to see culture awards. But when I list all the AOS awards for last year in the Cattleya Alliance, I get 508. You see that? Okay. Now I can do that for each of these breeding groups, and I'll get to the genera in a second. But I can do that for each of these breeding groups. So I can do now. I can do, let's say, if I wanted to do PAFs. I could do PAFs next. So we know there was 508 Cattleya Alliance. Now we can do PAFs. So let's do PAFs. And in PAFs, we have 595, okay? And then we could do, let's say we could do Phalaenopsis, and you'd write this all down, okay? So Phalaenopsis, we got 164. So it looks like in the PAFs we were at the most, but that's just a genre. So because at PAFs we were at the most, it's not just one genre, but it's mostly Paphiopedilums. And so knowing that it's mostly Paphiopedilums, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Paphiopedilums here. Okay, there we go. So I got Paphiopedilums. Now I got Paphiopedilums selected. Now I still have the breeding group. That doesn't matter, but I could take it off, you know, because now I got Paphiopedilums selected. So when I click list, now I get a subset of all the Cypripediae, right? So now I get 481. 481. Now I'm assuming that all the awards for AOS last year were somewhere in the vicinity of about 2,000, 2,100. I'm guessing. This is a guess. I could find out. I could list them and find out. But I'm guessing it was in somewhere in that vicinity, which means that about 25%, between 20 and 25%, were just to the genus Paphiopedilum. Now you've got your most awarded genus, right? Now you do the same thing with the others. So you know that like the next one is going to be Cattleya Alliance. So what you're going to do in here is first I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to click delete here. And then here I'm going to do Cattleyas again, go back to Cattleyas. And in the Cattleya Alliance, if I go down, you see how they're listed by genus and name? And so if I go down, you see all my Cattleyas there? It's huge, see? Okay, so now I'm gonna go down. I have Cattleyas and I got Rhyncholelia Cattleyas, and those are the two big ones, okay? I have other things, but Cattleyas and Rhyncholelia Cattleyas are the two big ones. So then I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna type Cattleya, okay, and list those. And now I got 109. So I write that down. You wrote down the Paphiopedilums, was like something like 400 and some. And then Cattleya genus, you got 190, right? So you write that down. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type RLC here because it's going to be easier. RLC. Then we're going to do our Rhyncholelia Cattleyas, and it's 74. Okay? And you do this for each one of them. That's the way you can get at that data.